After the sad death of Honorable Prime Minister Meles12343 last night, the Office of Government Communications Affairs this morning, through its Minister Barakat Sumon, gave the following press briefing.
In regards to the passing away of our respected Honorable Prime Minister Meles12343, as you have heard, after attending medical services abroad, our Prime Minister has passed away yesterday around midnight, 11:40 p.m. He has been attending this medical service abroad, and now it's time for him for his remains to come back to Ethiopia, and we will have all the funeral proceedings according to a plan prepared by a committee which deals with this. And up until the funeral takes place, the Ethiopian government, Council of Ministers, has decided to make it national mourning time in remembrance of the Prime Minister, and all the other procedures will be explained to you in due course. I hereby entertain some few questions you can raise, and I open the forum for you.
When do we expect any Prime Minister to be sworn in?
According to the Ethiopian Constitution, the Deputy Prime Minister will have to go to Parliament and to take oath, and the government is organizing the Parliament to be summoned as soon as possible, because as we all know, this time the Parliament is in recess, and we have to summon all parliamentary members so that this process will kick off. Well, he had been attending medical service abroad, and he will be his remains will be brought back to Ethiopia soon. There will be no election, as the constitutional procedure allows us to continue with the Deputy Prime Minister acting as Prime Minister for now, and then he will take oath in Parliament, and then he will kick off as the full-fledged Prime Minister.
Will this maybe cause any kind of disorder in this country, or will everything stay calm?
Well, you know, thanks for the genius of the Prime Minister. He has laid everything in place. He has put his policy perspectives in a very lucid form. We have been implementing all these policies for the last 9 years. He has been the architect of the GTP, and we have had a very successful 2 years of implementation of the GTP. No fundamental change in terms of policy and strategy will take place, except that the EPRDF will enhance the implementation of the policy and the GTP programs. The government is also in charge, and government with full force will commit itself to the implementation of the GTP. So there might be some far-fetched assumptions in terms of this, but I assure you everything is stable and will continue as it is, as charted by the Prime Minister, so we have no problem in that respect.
When will the Parliament hold the extraordinary session?
Well, that will depend upon the efficiency on which we can summon every parliamentary member, so it will be held as soon as possible. Struggling to be healthy in the last year, and he has been working. He has been diligently delivering on his promises. And one of the best things about him was he never considered that he was ill, and he was up to the job every time, every day, every evening. So I can assure you, illness has never been a hindrance for him, but he has been quite ill for some time.
After the swearing of Mr. Haider, will he leave the country until the next election?
Absolutely. I mean, the ruling party hasn't made any change in its plans, and we go according our plan. We have elected our leaders, and we elect them according based on our congresses, and we haven't made any difference, and that will be the norm in the future as well. Thank you.